Hello and welcome back. For this video, I was thinking of multiple ideas, but it comes down to um, what I recommend on how to become a better person. And in order to become a better person, you kind of need to do things you don't really want to, like, but it's not that hard. You could start by doing small things, helping people out. It doesn't need to be a huge list of things. Like, let's say, for an example, a few days ago, my friend asked me to help her move something. I didn't want to, but I decided to because, you know, make her life a little better. And, at the end of the day, it's the fact that I'm helping someone out. So, it's, being a better person and being a better you is helping those that need help, but don't stretch yourself out to the point where you're kind of being used. You have to know when to say no. It's okay to say yes, but if it's literally taking up all your time helping other people, unless that's what you're into, if you're doing like a charity thing, that's cool. But you don't want to be too stretched out because then you have no time for yourself. You have no time to help yourself, and you don't really want to be taken advantage of. And also, the other part is stupid phone. The other part is, besides being taken advantage of, you kind of have to know who you can help and who you can't help. Like, say you're helping someone that always has a lot of free time, they're usually doing nothing with their time. You help them, and the time comes, you ask them for help. And they make a big old bullshit excuse like, oh, I don't have the time, I'm busy, I'm tired. That's a bit of a bullshit excuse. Like for me, in instantly, sure. Like I work, I go to the gym, I try to stream, I make videos. I'm not gonna say it's quality because it's not. Studying the PT, trying to think of ideas. Occasionally on the weekends, I go back to my job. We have a shop in the back where I like to make stuff. Um, there's some people there that's helping, so they're assisting. But like, it could really be anything in order to be a better person. Especially if you're better off than most people. Like, I'll give you an example. I don't think I'm strong, but other people in my gym probably consider me strong. So like, if they have any advice, I don't have I don't have a problem giving them the advice. Um, but I will give them the bare minimum advice that I figured what worked for me. For an example, I was asked by another guy, how did I get my deadlift so high? Pretty much told him, well, you deadlift. It's really the only way to get stronger in deadlift is you deadlift. You could do like back extensions because eventually you do have to hinge at the top. You could do RDLs because pretty much a deadlift is just a really heavy RDL to a back extension. Um, he was also talking about how to get your grip strength up. Is it really important? And blatantly told him doesn't really matter how strong your grip strength is because once your hands get sweaty, the bar's going to slip out. And my gym doesn't allow chalk, so straps. A good grip strength is great, um, but once your hands are sweaty, it doesn't matter how strong your grip strength is, it's going to slip out. Um, like, let's say you have a car, your friend doesn't have a car. They want to go somewhere, but Ubers are expensive. It's hot, so they can't walk, or it's raining outside. And it's maybe like a 5 minute drive for you, maybe like a 30-minute walk for them. So, suck it up, get in your car and drive them. Um, what else could be a good example? If the only way I can really consider giving money to anybody is if you really know who they are. Um, it's a bad thing to say, but I suggest you don't give homeless people money. Because you don't know what they're gonna do with it. A lot of times it could be for drugs or liquor. If they're hungry, you could buy them something. That's the better option than actually handing them money. Like, I'm not trying to say be a walking welcome mat for some people, because sometimes some people need to be told to go fuck off. Like, going back to the person theoretically always asking for help, but when you ask for help, they never seem to be around or have the time, even though they don't do anything. That's a lot. You could also, if you like your job, no, I was gonna say you could do a little overtime on your time, but I wouldn't agree with that. No, that's not something I would agree. Um, Giving free advice is always helpful. Like, say you're kind of like a business guru, but then that comes back to it, like if it's your money, do you like if it's your business, do you really want to be like giving advice for free? But you could do that as a ploy to try and get better business to you. Like give someone a little advice and be like, hey, if it works and you want more advice, unfortunately, it's kind of my business, so you'd have to like pay for that. Like as a trainer, well, I'm not a trainer, but say when I get this stupid thing, cert, because that's all it is. It's just a cert saying, here, you pass the test, you could train people. That's all it is. The fuck's that noise? That's all it is. You don't hear it, but it sounds like a drill's going on. That's all it is. Like any certification, just even a driver's license, like, hey, this person says I'm not dangerous to drive, but doesn't mean you aren't. Just says your piece of paper says you are. Like CPR certified. Like, I was at one point, needed to get it again, but it just says you're certified to perform, even though you know what to do. It's like it's not like flying a plane. You're just giving advice to people to make them uh, physically better. It's like, for an example, for this NASM thing, um, it keeps telling you to not give nutritional advice to people, but there's an entire chapter on nutrition. So I don't really understand the point of that. Where it's like, you're not a nutritionist. It's not in your scope of practice. Don't tell anybody. You could suggest things, but you can't give them a meal plan. But it's an entire chapter of that. Back to on how to be a better person. It could be simple things, not even helping someone. Let a car go. You're going straight. You see someone needs a turn. You let them. You let them go. Let someone walk across the street. Even though in New Jersey it is pretty much law that you have to stop for pedestrians, but no one does, even if you're at a crosswalk. So you could stop for someone, let them cross. You could have slow down, let a car come out or cut you off. Uh, if you're not in a rush, like me most of the time, you could have someone just like, cut in front of you in the line. Ooh, help someone with groceries. Even if they don't need help. Be like, hey, you need assistance? No? Okay. Just asking is better than not really doing. What other examples? Trying to think. Trying to think of really anything. I'm gonna throw some music on so it's not so quiet. Lower that a bit. There we go. There's actually something for like if you go to the shooting range, like an outdoor shooting range, you could collect your brass. And a lot of times there's people out there that take that brass and they reuse it. So you could just do that. You give something used to someone that doesn't have it. It sounds weird, but you could, no, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say something about like watching a child, but if it's not yours, or if you don't know that one, it's a little weird. What are good examples? Good examples. Say, you live in a house full of people. They all wake up and eat. You're the first one up. Make some breakfast. Make some coffee. The little things matter in long distance. Because it's a weird concept for me, but I'm a big believer of what you put out there, you get back. So, like, I do believe about cosmic energy, but I'm not all about the crystals and the rocks and the fucking the weird things I've been seeing on the internet with people using magical abilities to push paper, which is obviously bullshit. Instead of breathing on it. Give a compliment. You could give a compliment online. To potentially just really anyone. Like, you could. See, I'm into fitness, so I could find or I just stumble upon a fitness account. Say something encouraging. As much as I would like to critique their form, if they've only been training for a few years, it's kind of discouraging to be like, oh, shit form, fix it, without giving any advice. Or going back to pretty much the only thing I have to go on is working out. Is for like in my gym they have bumper plates. So when people are doing deadlifts, they grab the normal plates, which is smaller. So one of my advice is to one of the guys there was like, throw the bumper plates on, because instead of having to lift it up again, you could just throw the normal, the regular 45s on, because the bumper plate's bigger, it slides on. Or take like a 5-pound weight, throw it under there, under the first weight, and roll it, and then it's higher. Trying to think. Most of my experience is mostly with working out or just letting people cross. Yeah, I'm having a blank. Having a really big blank. Letting people cut in front of you, that's fine. Say you're at the movie theater. Your movie doesn't start for another hour, and you're at the concession stand. Let someone walk by. Let them walk, get in front of you, get snacks. Well, so for like, since I stream occasionally, what I like to do is I'll find someone, like a small channel kind of like mine, and I'll pop in, say, hey, what's up, show them that people are watching, so they have the tacity to keep going. I think it's raining outside. pretty much simple compliments work too. So you can compliment somebody, you can let them go in front of you, you can let them cross the road. Skip the, go in front of you is the same thing as cutting the line. What else? What else would be a good example? Think. Pretty much helping anybody in something they don't know that you do. Or reminding somebody something. Nah, that kind of sounds stupid. I'm not gonna take that out either. Pretty much trying to be a better person is the best thing I could say for everyone to make this world less shitty. Because there's too many people that are angry for no reason. Too many people out there that just hate life and hate people that are happy. Your life's not that bad. It can be worse. You could be in a foreign country fighting someone you've never met before. You could be digging a hole in 100-something degree weather to put up fence posts. For me, I have no problem sweating or the heat. I actually enjoy it, even though I have asthma, which humidity completely destroys my breathing. You could just remind someone on a hot day, drink some water. Because once you start getting dehydrated, you don't think for yourself. Your body just goes until you pass out. The big thing you could do, just be a better person, is compliments. Don't make it weird. So, if you don't know somebody, kind of keep it friendly. Be like, nice hair, nice shoes, nice beard, nice hat. I wouldn't suggest commentating on someone's clothes or how they look, especially if you don't know them. But if you do know them, say, someone you know is losing weight, be like, oh, looking good. As Forrest Gump says, that's all I gotta say about that. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe. If you want to see me rage out on Call of Duty, follow me on Twitch. And tell your mother. Bye!